gentlemen, welcome to this very topsy-turvy edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of January 8th, 2023. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams, along with our in-studio producer, the Mighty Max Fury, our in-studio editor, Big Bad John, and, of course, our in-studio ladies. What do we call you? Ladies. We got Sweet Tea and Special K on the horn. And as you can see, by benefit of the show we did last night, Luke and I are in different places. And I hate it.
I don't like it.
I don't like change.
I like it.
I'm not a fan.
I don't like it.
It's not a lot of fun. I don't like change.
It smells like you over here. I like it.
It's all my musk. It's all my man's musk over there.
Try not to talk about your man musk this early.
All right, Luke, how was your Sunday, sir?
Fantastic.
This is our third broadcast this fucking week.
Yes, it is.
Because we hate ourselves.
We covered New Japan Pro Wrestling on
we did.
Wednesday morning.
Which we're going to do a recap of here as well.
And on top of that, we did the Royal Rumble 1991 watch-along.
We did that last night. This morning at midnight, we're not going to recap that. That was a special thing if you tuned in. But we do want to take time to thank everybody that did tune in. Thank you for all your purchases that you made this week. We had a really good week in that regard. So thank you for your support. And Max, how's your Sunday?
I am tired as all hell.
I can tell. You don't look enthused and happy.
No, I'm enthused and I'm happy. It's been a long weekend. I've been with you fuckers too long.
That's what
I don't like it. Maybe he looks happier when I'm seeing him.
Well, first off, I'm not used to sitting this close to him. Man.
Well, stop touching his leg.
Well, his leg's touching me.
Okay, look, I don't have
That's not his leg.
Big Bad John, help us restore some order. How's your Sunday, sir?
Well, my Sunday's going great. I've been working on a few more things for the show to add in, and hope we have a good one.
Holy shit, he talked a lot.
See,
Big Bad John just said a full sentence.
That was more than one word.
That was a full sentence that came out of Big Bad. What is going on with this show today?
I don't care. Nothing beats his big
That was
thumb up
like
the other
a
night.
sentence with a comma in it. Either.
That was the Oxford comma. Special K, Sweet Tea, how we doing Sunday?
I have a sleeping kitty on my lap, so I'm great.
That's fair.
I'm alive.
All right. We got sleeping kitties. We got alive people. We got a lot of wrestling to talk.
Yeah,
Our top story of the week is, of course, the imminent return of Vincent Kennedy McMahon restoring his position as CEO and chairman of the WWE. So to give those of you who don't watch religiously, we'll give you some background. Vince McMahon recused his position earlier this July when he retired, citing the fifth... Hello, Jacob Wells.
Jacob Wells.
We got Wheels over here.
Wrestling
Wrestling
on
Wheels,
Wheels.
one of our associated podcasts.
With a Z.
So Vince McMahon has restored his position. His unceremonious retirement in July, caused by the over $16 million investigation and lawsuits over sexual misconduct, caused his retirement. He left the board. Stephanie McMahon assumed her place as chairman of the board. Co-chairman Triple H took over as head of creative. And we've seen a relative steady uptick in viewership and attendance over this past couple of months. However, announcing this week, Trax Guy joins us. Announcing this week, Vince McMahon decided to return to the board.
Yes.
Essentially, citing that he would not approve any new television deals, markups, market exchanges, and or sales if he wasn't restored to his position. He removed 2 board members to reinstate Wilson and Barrios on his board of directors. Due to that activity, 2 more board members stepped down.
Yeah.
So now we have an incomplete board of directors. Vince McMahon back in the driver's seat of at least the corporate office. Now, many reports have insinuated that Vince McMahon is not interested in returning to creative, that he's only there to help facilitate an impending sale of the WWE. But a report came out this morning that says that's boo hockey. Vince McMahon is considering returning to creative.
So either is or he isn't.
Right. We just did a Meltzer report. He either definitely is or definitely isn't. We don't know.
I give you a 6.25 star.
Fucking don't get me started. That comes later.
Yeah, it does.
So in order, why don't we talk a little bit about what's happening with the corporate structure of the WWE? This isn't really related to the wrestling, but it's business related. So I'll just run through this real quick. As of Vince McMahon's return, the stock uptick went up 17% in margins. So we closed at the week at almost 84, like 47 a share.
Yeah.
Which means that they just hit the $6 billion valuation mark again. So they are now worth an extra, whatever their cash assets were prior or post-COVID, and now they're probably worth actively on the market close to $7 billion, which is a huge, huge number. And because Vince is talking to sale, they've already contacted J.P. Morgan to help facilitate a list of potential buyers. This is the statement WWE put out. This is the statement that Vince McMahon gave out.
Okay.
In regard to his return and how it affects the corporate situation of the WWE. My return will allow WWE, as well as any transaction, counterparties to engage in these processes, knowing they will have the full support of the controlling shareholder. What that means is essentially Vince McMahon still is majority shareholder with, I think, right now 80% of the purchasing power. So the board of directors, all of the equity shareholders, which is actually I am. I own 11 shares of the WWE. I just realized we broke into my account today. So the equity shareholders make up less than 20% of the majority power. So basically, even if we reinstate the other two board members, if Vince decides to sell, he does not need board approval.
Right.
Either the board can pull their support, they can sell their shares, and Vince can take majority interest and close it on the market, or the 20% shareholders get to dictate what happens to their 20% of profit margin.
Right.
But he does not need the approval of the board. WWE issued the following statement. McMahon's role at the company is essential in our ability to create popular characters and creative storylines. Right there, upon his return, insinuating that Vince is necessary for creative.
Right.
But he isn't.
But he isn't.
But he is.
But he is. But he isn't.
So now we have the influx of the corporate outtake, which unfortunately meant profit margins for the WWE.
Yeah.
In some total of 27 or 17%. Steady ticket sales, steady success, steady ratings. But that looks good on paper because J.P. Morgan's been contacted to negotiate with potential buyers. And this is the list that CNBC and Forbes collaborated of the potential buyers right now.
Hello, Astrid. Hello,
And
Caitlin.
this list is nuts, right? Fox, Comcast, Disney, Warner Brothers, Netflix, Amazon, the financial groups Endeavor Group Holdings and Liberty Media, the Saudi Arabian government, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Those are all interested parties right now that can considerably raise a hedge fund in order to do an outright purchase of the WWE with promises of stock shares and profit sharing later on.
Also, the latest one added to that list that I seen just humans before we went live was NBC.
Okay.
As well.
Well, NBC is a majority shareholder of Comcast.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
So we have all four of the major networks, with the exception of CBS.
Yeah.
We have Netflix and Amazon, the two largest multi-billion-dollar streaming platforms. Endeavor Group Holdings and Liberty Media, which are Liberty Media is the holding company that owns Sirius XM, Pandora. They've got a huge media umbrella. Endeavor Group Holdings is a financial institution,
right,
which mitigates like 20% of billionaire transaction banking. The legitimate Saudi Arabian government, which is the Emirate holding company that all of the Saudi Arabian princes negotiate their $1.7 trillion in wealth in.
Right.
Their interest, a living, functioning government, sees the WWE as a potential profiting endeavor. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
And with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's consistent media contacts, the idea is that he too could raise a number of investors to purchase the WWE. And basically, they have to put down like 20%. They'll negotiate a period of payments, which will come from shareholder payments, blah, blah, blah. It's a really wonky, we'll move money to one place to this place so we don't go in the negative while we're purchasing, but we can also make money,
right,
and you guys can get paid back. Tony Khan also has the financial capability of doing the exact same thing, but with his vested interest in AEW, that probably won't be a conversation.
Right, right.
But there we are. The WWE, Vince McMahon returns in 1 week and starts opting to sell, and that sale is already being done by the 1st of April.
Wow.
So by the end of WrestleMania, the following Monday Night Raw could be done underneath complete new ownership for the first time.
At almost an exact year to the day
that he retired.
The investigation started.
Yeah. For the first time ever, since the WWF's creation, a McMahon could not be in control of the WWE as soon as April.
Wow.
Insanity.
That is pretty crazy.
Now, we talked a lot, too, right before Vince's retirement, how they were basically shoring up their profits to make themselves look like a more profitable company.
Yeah.
Every single company before a major transaction does that.
Yeah.
It's a way to make their portfolio more appealing to potential buyers. That way they can see the longest available profit margin.
Right.
But with already the 17% uptick in stock markets, they've officially offset all of the costs that all of those budget cuts would have made.
Wow.
They created a more profitable situation by allowing themselves to be more profitable. Which is a weird... I know that sounds like how it's supposed to work, but in a corporate environment, that's really not how that model works, essentially.
Right.
They become profitable based off of the profits they're not generating. I know that's so confusing, but
it can be.
That's how it works. And so right now, they're at the highest profit margin they've been in over 15 years.
Yeah.
They got all the buying power in the world. They're still syndicated on 183 nations.
Ratings are improving every
over
week.
3,000 networks worldwide, broadcast and simulcast as many. If I were to sell one of my shares right now, they would go for $84. So when I bought in 2011, I bought 11 shares. I spent $100. It came out to $97.13, and I bought 11 shares at like $8.68. My total valuation right now, as a profit holder, as a shareholder, the profits I made is $986, which is a profit of over $800, which means I basically multiplied my investment by 10.
Yeah.
But it took 10 years to do it,
yeah.
or 12 years to do it.
Yeah. So yeah. It's crazy times.
It's gonna be weird.
Professional wrestling.
So let's talk about what that looks like. What do we get if Amazon buys it? Does WWE become exclusive to Amazon programming? Because that's the way they can boost their subscription numbers to Amazon Prime.
Maybe.
Netflix would do the same thing.
Yeah.
They could do the same thing Peacock did, which I assume you'd have to keep some sort of network television. But instead of tuning into Peacock,
you would have the live stuff still on
Raw and Fox,
and
SmackDown. Sorry, USA.
What would happen is Hulu now has the next day rights.
Yeah.
They just upped that contract. What they would do is they would buy out that contract of some way or another, or wait till the end of it when it's time to renegotiate, and then they would be like, okay, the next day rights are now here.
Yeah.
The only part of that sucks is that the WWE network is still part of Peacock.
Yeah. Well, so to that end,
what do you do?
They've still got their deal, regardless of even if they buy in April, they've still got a contract with USA and NBC. I think for up until 2026 or 2027. So here's the cool part, right? If Fox were to get involved and buy it out, buy the WWE, they would have SmackDown they would own internally, but they would still have to wait for Raw's contract on USA Network to expire.
Yes.
But then Fox could negotiate with NBC and make money off of USA Network to continue producing Raw and essentially make Raw just a profit zone.
Yep.
Because they wouldn't be losing any of that initial investment.
And you know that it's a moneymaker with the ratings.
Vice versa, NBC could do the same thing to Fox for SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah.
The banking groups, they'll keep the TV deals intact. They have to. Because they don't have another... Liberty Media isn't going to... Hey, Dad! Hey, y'all, my dad's watching the show!
Oh,
shit! Just tease the house! So basically what would happen with Liberty Media, they wouldn't make it exclusive to SiriusXM because they're not a digital streaming platform for video.
Yes.
But they could introduce, because they do have a video streaming platform, you could go through they have to create a new service, obviously. But you could do Sirius where they would do the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And so with SiriusXM, they've got a deal where you can purchase just their general programming, or you can purchase, including Howard Stern, because he's 90% of their revenue investment. So you would just get an extra purchasing plan where you would get SiriusXM, Howard Stern, and the WWE.
That makes sense.
And that's pretty much how all of those things would work. The two biggest ones for me is, again, the Saudi Arabian government.
Yeah.
Because of their vested already. Well, keep in mind they've already invested what, $1 billion a year over the course of how many X years? So really, if they bought it, they could just as well negotiate the TV deals as they are, recoup their initial investment, and then become a profit center for themselves.
Yeah.
And then, of course, The Rock, if he could raise the money, which I imagine he could, at least to make that 20% down differential, The Rock could run the WWE in April.
Well, The Rock would have a team to run WWE in April.
Well, it's funny you should mention that, because he and the other Khan were, at one point, really good buddies. No, not Scott Khan, and not Tony Khan.
Not James either.
It's a shame there are so few Khans running the wrestling business today, because back in my day, only Khans ran it.
What about
Khan? But yeah, so if he would keep that Khan to continue brokering all the business deals, he'd hire back Brian Gerwitz to be the lead writer.
Of course.
And then he would just be CEO of the WWE while Roman Reigns, his cousin, is still world champion.
Yeah.
What a fucking world what a time to be alive, Luke!
It's very interesting to see where exactly who's going to try to outbid who.
Well, but that's really too where you're going to see a lot more. For instance, with Amazon, Bezos, he would have the corporate contacts for the media rights and stuff like that, but he wouldn't have the same contacts that obviously Fox, Comcast, Disney, and Warner Brothers have. And with Disney, especially because they already have the contract for the international streaming rights, there is just a viable contender. And then we could see. I don't know what all the subsidiary ABC networks are. Freeform is one of them. A few others. But then we see, like, who's to say SmackDown isn't on ABC on Friday nights in part of their primetime lineup, which ABC has a higher rating of all of the general networks than any of the other three combined. Well, not combined, but any of the other three anyway.
Yeah, and you could run your pay-per-views as exclusive content on the Disney Plus.
You're telling me that I can go to my library and I can watch Lilo and Stitch and that horrendous Judgment Day 2005 First Blood or I Quit match between JBL and John Cena at the same time.
Yes. So
fucking love the internet.
Yeah, sold. So yeah, Vince McMahon coming back in. It has been told in the employee meeting that took place the day after all of this broke.
Yep.
That nothing day to day will change.
No.
That
still
Triple H is still head of creative, and everyone is working together to make sure that the plan that is going forward right now is the one we stick with. So basically what that means is Triple H is like, I don't care if you come back in and get you some money, but you fuck with my show and I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Essentially it.
Yeah.
Triple H still gets to run the show for now anyway. But we too, we know all the guys that just came back are on shaky ground right now.
Have a geriatric ladder match.
William Regal, his situation's even changed since he's gone back because he doesn't want to work under the umbrella of Vince McMahon.
Right. Because
of the unceremonious firing after 20 years plus service.
Well, but again, we don't know exactly how long Vince McMahon will even be around for this.
Wouldn't
he might be just coming into the cell.
Okay. Not to be morbid.
What if somebody takes him out?
Vince is old. No, Vince is older. What if, like, the day after the sale, he just croaks?
That would be messed up.
I know that's a miserable thing to say, but, like, he signs the paper, he has his little glass of brandy, he smokes his victory cigar, and the next morning, Vince McMahon found dead at 105 years old.
What he would do is he would make the cell and everything, and then he would take himself out and he would leave a long letter to whoever found it.
Be buried in his solid gold casket with a WWE logo on top.
It has to. I can just see it.
Ridiculous.
That's good shit, pal.
That's good shit. If anyone's gonna destroy my creation, it's gonna be me. And boy, is he working on it.
The memes that have been on Facebook and on social media have been
classic. I want Turner to buy the WWE. What fucking poetic justice would it be?
Thought you won. We just took a 21-year absence.
But for AOL Turner Media to come out and be like, yeah, this is ours now. We won the Monday Night War.
This is mine. I'm taking it.
Then they hire back Sting and put the belt on him one last time.
Just once.
Just for me.
Actually, hire him back and make him go over Triple H just so we can right the wrong.
You're goddamn right, sir. All right, so that is going to cover our top story. I don't think we have to really extrapolate much more on old Vincent Kennedy McMahon and his return.
Because here's the deal. It's going to get crazier and crazier and crazier before this is over.
Yep. It's just now. Literally, it started this week. The financial uptick is going to go over the next couple of months.
As of right now, is anything ultimately going to change for the fans as far as we know?
Not so much right
now. As long as Vince McMahon stays out of creative, no. However, because there is the potential for a sale, the shareholders can get involved, and so can the network, about mitigating content. And right now, they want to secure their investment. So the only way we see stuff changing day-to-day TV outside of Triple H's control is if the shareholders want to maximize equity by mitigating content. Not that they will do that because they're profitable right now. They already, like I said, we just hit a 70% jump.
Yeah.
And on a $6 billion company, that's another $720 million in their pockets.
Wow.
So they can't say anything really about that. But if, for instance, in 2 months, while the sales starts to be facilitated, if it does come to fruition and ratings start to drop, then absolutely the board can step in and be like, we want this type of content right now, change it, or we liquidate our controlling shares too.
Right.
And that would be, they've never done it before. They did a little bit, USA kind of got involved during the pandemic, but this could be the first time they actually have to do it in order to keep their holding power. So
it's gonna get interesting.
it's gonna be a wild fucking ride. I'm excited.
I hope everybody's strapped in.
Fucking
because
Turner.
It's gonna get better.
Turner by the W. Come on, just for me, just so
Here's
I
the
can
thing. I
die
want
the way
Eric Bischoff to come up to Capitol and buy it.
Fuck you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want Bischoff to walk in there, make McMahon sign the contract, whip out his dick, piss on it, and take the WWE home with him in his back.
No, dude, have him come in and be like, don't worry, Vince. You can be the general manager of Raw.
There's always going to be a job for you here at Bischoff Media, pal.
You remember that one time that storyline where you had John Cena throw me in the back of a trash truck?
Yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
Anybody's going to kill your creation, it's going to be you, huh?
That's right.
That's right. Bischoff, play the long game. He
First
does
off,
hey,
you used my creation to try to kill your creation.
Now I own your creation. Well, and two, though, because Bischoff does have a ton of media contacts, he still works in television. Like, that's his primary endeavor. I will not. But, goddamn you. But because of Bischoff's contacts, he easily could put together a holding group. I wouldn't say easily, but he could do it. He did it for WCW. The only reason he didn't outright purchase it then was because they didn't have a guaranteed TV. And you couldn't you couldn't keep being profitable without a TV center. Right. But he had the holding group together. He had the market capital to buy it, and they lost the TV deal. And literally, it was like, he tells the story. The week they had set up the meeting with FX, which was going to be a sure thing, WCW was going to go to FX exclusively, is when the holding group decided to pull their funding because they just didn't get it in time. Yeah, but WCW could have still been in operation if they just had more time. They just didn't.
If they had a TV deal
between the acquisition and the amount of time they would have been off TV, they would have lost the investment. Yeah. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Vincent Kennedy McMahon coming back to fuck up our day.
Yep.
Remember when he left? We talked about how good things were going to be, and now the chaos is gone, and wrestling's going to be cool again. That lasted all of 6 fucking months.
Well, here's the deal. If I was Triple H, I'd fight tooth and nail for him not to touch another thing on my television program. Because at the end of the day, even though he's the majority stockholder, they could overthrow McMahon if they wanted to.
The board can.
McMahon is threatening to destroy the WWE than to let anyone else.
Well, and that was the thing. If he wasn't restored to the board, he wasn't going to approve future network deals. Yeah. And he has to because he is technically the majority shareholder, and he's not the active CEO, but he's still the CEO. So if for instance, nobody wanted him back, sure, you can keep your show on USA Network till it's done. And then I'll end it. I won't approve a new contract. I'll pocket all of the money. Everyone gets fired. No more wrestling. Fuck you, goodbye. Yep. So he didn't do that, but he could have. Could have called him a cocksucker.
I want to know if that means that Triple H has to give up the big office
No.
now.
No, because he was only a coordinated COO at the time of the transition anyway. Yeah. He's got an office of his own he gets to keep. He might have to get back the keys to the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, or the jet.
The jet, yeah. He's still.
That's okay. You don't want Vince McMahon's jet from the stories that I've heard.
No.
It ain't very safe and clean.
I don't want to sit anywhere Ric Flair got drunk. That's coming from me. All right, shall we continue this adventure?
Yeah, sure. Let's hit our next top story.
Actually, before we do that, before we get there, let's tell the people where they can find us.
All right.
Which is over on Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. You can follow us on Twitter at ProWrestlingTD. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at ProWrestlingThrowdown. What? And you can find us over at streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown, where you can access the
Merch Store.
And over at the
Merch Store,
you can buy our shit.
Merch Store.
I knew it was going to happen every time. Every time. Anyway, we got stuff. We got hats. We got shirts. We got koozies. We got this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at this thing I'm wearing. Look at this. Look at all this. Look at
look at all that.
It's got the thing on it.
Does?
Got my name on it. You can't have that one though.
Yeah, it has it on the back there.
You can keep going. They're watching.
I'm just very confused. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was trying to get that Streamlabs.
No, you're fine. There it is. There it is. Anyway, so yeah, check out the merch store. Every single dollar you spend, you get entered into the free merchandise giveaway at the end of the month, which means if you spend $10, you get 10 entries. You spend $20, you get 20 entries, and so on and so forth. Same rules apply if you donate to the site. The donations obviously go right back here. We don't spend a dime of that on ourselves. We just try to make the show look better. more software, music, stuff that we could. You guys have seen how far we've been able to come over this year with the help of Big Bad John, so that's where all that goes. Thank you so much. Also, if you find us over at Facebook, be sure to check out the Pro Wrestling Throwdown Facebook group, primarily admin by our man, the Mighty Max Fury. He runs the show over there. We just kind of help and watch. But he runs a good show, runs a good ship.
Max joined us for 3-man commentary last night on the watch.
Yes, he did. The night you got to see Max's mug.
You got to see my face, too.
I was trying to forget about seeing his mug. But
well, if you help.
If you're curious, hop on over to last night's stream.
Yeah, check it out. And also, yeah, if you did tune in last night, again, thank you so much for sticking with us. This is also a record-setting week because this is our 3rd live broadcast in a week, which we've never done before because we're not this stupid.
Let's see. 6, and then it's 10. Tonight. Yeah, we will have done 12 hours of
collective content over the course of just 3 broadcasts, and after what over 400 broadcasts.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever done one after the other, which makes for a long week, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
The 1991 Royal Rumble was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got that on request from Nick Abaleski. By the way, we are going to start doing those more. They are going to be in the midnight time slot. So if you want to schedule a watch along with something something specifically, send us a message over on the Pro Wrestling Throwdown Facebook. Not through any of the other media. Send us something on Facebook. Let us know that what you want us to watch. We'll throw it up. We'll schedule it out.
Yep.
And we'll keep doing those because those are a lot of fun.
We'll do a couple polls as well once we get some suggestions and see which one everybody likes the most.
So we're going to keep shilling. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep trying to provide quality content for all of our loyal viewers.
Thanks to all the people who participated last night in the watch along.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
A lot of entries were made.
Our last man standing for both shows was Wolfie.
Yeah,
Wolfie stuck with us all the way through the Rumble and all the way through Wrestle Kingdom 17. Astrid made it all the way through Wrestle Kingdom 17 as well.
Yep.
Trex Guy popped in last night, hung out for a little while, so it's been a lot of fun. And let's get back to the regular show already in progress, which means we're talking about...
I believe that it is time to review
Here
our
it comes.
live...
it's going to happen here in a
Here it
second.
comes. It's a minute now. There it is. Wrestle Kingdom 17, 60,000 strong, January 4th, live from the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, live.
We saw a bunch of matches. Boy, did we see a bunch of matches. Some of them were really good. Some of them were really okay. They killed Tiger Mask.
They did. He's no longer alive.
Where is...
We haven't heard from him since.
Where are my notes on that goddamn show? Where's it at?
I don't know where your notes are.
What's going on here?
What'd you do?
I can't find it.
You broke it.
I did not break it. You broke it.
Did you let the dog eat it?
Break it?
Well, son of a bitch. All right, whatever.
Here we go. This is the first match we'll review.
We had FTR defending the IWGP World Tag Team titles against the team whose name I can't remember because I can't find my notes. But they did end up losing in a great tag match.
Yes.
So now they lost the Ring of Honor tag titles, they lost the AAA tag titles, and they lost the NJPW tag titles.
Yes.
An interesting part to note there is that Tony Khan, in a press conference last month, said that FTR is going to be a significant part of the plan moving forward, which means you know where that's going.
Yep.
They got out of their international contracts, and then we're going to get one more at least solid run with the AEW World Tag Titles before their contracts expire and before they probably end back up in the WWE.
Yeah, 100%. There's no doubt in my mind that they want to go back.
Yeah, none at all.
And there's no doubt in my mind that Triple H wants to come back.
Well, and Dax Harwood, we talked about this a little bit with his podcast, is stirring up all the bees over at AEW.
Yeah.
But there's not a soul brave enough to corner Dax and Cash in their locker room like they did with Punk.
Yeah.
Because that's just not going to end
Here's
well for anybody.
Well, the only difference between that is that if you was to bite Dax Hardwood, I'm pretty sure he would thank you.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't even be a thing.
Ask, who was it? Bobby Fish. Or no, was it Bobby Fish? Yeah. Ask Bobby Fish how it feels to get in Dax Harwood's face a little too aggressively.
We see that he's an Impact now.
Yeah. Hit him so hard he had to go back to Impact.
Yeah, he's like, nope, good. Don't want to be here.
Knocked him out of his contract. But it was a damn good tag match, and I'm sorry to see FTR drop the IWGP tag title, but that means hopefully we get them more on Dynamite here in the U.S.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Where are we at next?
Let's go.
Yeah, but FTR definitely killed it. We kind of figured in the beginning.
Yeah, we knew they were going to lose it.
Here we go.
Tam Nakano and Kairi Sane, the first ever defense of the IWGP Women's World Championship on IWGP on NJPW in the Tokyo Dome. First ever defense, biggest show of the year. Kairi Sane picked up the win against Tam Nakano in a damn good match.
It really was. Both women complemented each other perfectly. They were in sync. It had drama. It had intrigue. It had everything that you wanted.
High athleticism,
from the
high
first
impact.
ever title defense of the NJPW Women's Heavyweight.
We talk a lot on this show about some of the best women's wrestlers in the world. Obviously, we always mention Charlotte, Becky, Dr. Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, all of the general names. But if you miss this match, you miss two of the absolute best in the game right now, currently, gunning it for that title.
Yeah. It was back and forth. In the end, of course, the champion picked it up with the big elbow, which is one of the prettiest
elbow drops in the business.
Since the Macho Man, in my opinion. But it was a great match. We got the successful title defense, and then
who called it?
You called it.
Who called it? I'm the king of the world, the smartest man alive. I'm a genius. No, that's not true. I've just seen this before. Sasha Banks did make her NJPW debut.
Let's hit that next slide there, Johnny.
Under the new
hair.
First of all, she looked great.
Yes.
New hairdo. She stayed in shape during her time away. She came in, basically dropped Kairi Sane with a move, which was poorly negotiated between the two of them. It looked kind of crappy. However, her new name is Mercedes Moné.
Mercedes Moné.
And she will be challenging Kairi Sane for the IWGP Women's Championship.
At the Battle in the Valley.
Battle in the Valley.
Yep. Here's the deal. It can only... Her going to Japan can only
good for business.
Be better for her business in the end, because here's your deal. You go to NJPW, you sign a deal for a year.
Yep.
Sign a deal for 2 years.
Get yourself some international...
Or X amount of shows. And then when it's time to come back home, you can quit exploring and sowing your wild oats, so to speak. And you can come back home and make even more money, because now they will see you.
Right.
As a Becky Lynch type. They will see you as a Charlotte Flair type. You just have to prove to them that you're good enough.
It's also worth mentioning again that she is being paid the highest by NJPW that they've ever paid an outside talent before. She's making more money on this limited deal than Chris Jericho made for his appearances, and they were paying him over $100,000. So if she shows up for them 4 or 5 times, she makes $500,000 easy. Just
3 or 4 days
stats
work. Yeah.
Well, probably not the other thing, but banking stacks.
But at least stacks. Yeah. There was a guy in NXT that's named Stacks.
Stacks, yeah. And look, she's out of the ire of the WWE, which means she can grow, she can create that international brand that we all know she's capable of, and she can return, if she sees fit in a couple years, as the biggest international women's wrestler.
Yeah.
So it works, and it gives Sasha, or it gives Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, Bayley, it gives all of them a platform to move without Sasha and to grow their own brand internally with the WWE. So really, everybody wins.
Everybody does.
One big shark out of the way.
Of course, this was the world's worst kept secret since the CM Punk debut.
Hey, I want to do a watch along. I want to do the watch along of Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair's WrestleMania match sometime soon.
I would totally do that.
I think some of our women viewers especially would love to see that match.
Yep.
And that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
so
totally.
We'll put that on the table. All right, what's next? Big Bad John.
This match, Caleb. I'm gonna let you give your expert opinion on exactly what did you say Dave Meltzer was going to rate it?
He said he was going to rate it 7 stars.
And that if you enjoyed it, which you didn't think there was any way in the world that you could, you would
wear the stupid Yoda hat.
Yes, you did. And what happened?
Dave Meltzer rated it a 6 1/4 star, and it was really good.
Oh, see? How can you be upset when you look like that?
That's why I'm upset.
Let me put your ear in my mouth. Let me put your ear in my mouth. Sorry.
All right, so for those of you who watch religiously, you know that I said from day one, as soon as this challenge was made, that Meltzer was going to masturbate to it feverishly, and that the guys were going to have a great big flippy spot match that didn't make any sense. That's not at all what happened. Bill Osby and Kenny, knock it the fuck off.
Hold on, I'm giving them a chance to take a screenshot, make this a thumbnail.
I hate my life.
Somebody out there in TV land, make this a gift.
I look back
make it a gift.
at all the decisions I made that led me to this moment. Anywho.
All right, we're good.
Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega did not go out and have a fuck-all match.
No.
They had a genuine story. They beat the ever-living hell out of one another. They didn't fuck anything up. They had a 5-star match.
They really did. You look so fucking stupid in that. Did I look that stupid last time?
No, you didn't. You looked festive and fun. I look like a douchebag.
Yeah. You look like the kids showed up to school, was told it was going to be a costume party, and showed up and there was no costume. You just standing there all out in the open with your Yoda ears. Look at this.
I look like a homeless Doberman.
That's so good. It's totally good.
I'm only wearing that while we talk about this match.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and start.
I already did. I said my piece. They had a damn good match. Omega did pick up the win. He is now your NJPW IWGP United States champion. And I couldn't, genuinely, no criticisms. None. Which is crazy even for me.
Yeah.
Because you would think that I could have found something in this match with both of them to pick apart.
Yeah.
Even if it was one thing, and I couldn't.
No, they were selling.
It was genuinely as close to a perfect match as two competitors could have given. And I think the benefit of, I think the neat thing for me especially is that I was waiting to watch it fuck something.
Yeah.
I was waiting for them to jump the gun. I was waiting for them to do something stupid and ridiculous that I would have shit all over, and it never came. So the entire time while watching, if you watch the watch along, I waited for it to get bad, and slowly but surely they won me over. All the way to the end. Kenny Omega wins with the One-Winged Angel.
Yep.
His entrance was even cool.
His entrance was
pretty
cool.
They looked good in the ring. They both looked in shape. They didn't mess anything up, and they fought like they had a good. If the thing is if the two of them could have matches like that all the time, I would think they're the best wrestlers in the world. But it's always the gymnastics and the acrobatics, and I understand too. You can't have a match with that physicality every single night. I totally get that part, and I get having the big bout gimmick where like you want to save those big fight moments secularly. But if you could be consistent just in that type of style, Kenny Omega would be the best wrestler.
100%.
And I couldn't argue with it.
No.
So that's my evaluation of Bill Osby and Kenny Omega's. But it's always the gymnastics and the acrobatics. And I understand you can't have a match with that physicality.
There it is.
Oh, hello. We're watching ourselves.
You on you.
Weird.
It's kind of strange, right?
Well, worse things have happened.
Look at that hat, though.
All right. So, do you have anything to add?
I sure do. I can talk about this match for the next 30 minutes.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give the people a little? That way I can wear this stupid hat for a little while.
All right. Well, here's the deal, man. Go back, really. Go back and find the, I can't even think straight. That's fantastic. Go back, try to find that match on our live stream from Wrestle Kingdom, and just watch our body language. It's so you can see where we both look like, oh, we can't wait to hate this, and then we start to look at each other. Back to the TV, and look at each other, and back to the TV. And all of a sudden, Caleb just goes, God damn it. I fucking liked it.
Yep.
Which, I mean, there was nothing not to like. It
was
great.
That's the thing.
Hard hitting. If you could see that picture of Will Ospreay, which I couldn't find.
Yeah.
With covered in all the
bruises,
red marks.
Yep.
Man.
And here's the other thing I'm going to say. And I'll put it here on live so people can have record that I said it. It will be a 2023 Match of the Year contender.
It definitely.
It
Already. Yeah.
It'll stand up for the next 6 months unless somebody does something better.
Well, speaking of that, you can go ahead and take that hat off.
Thank God.
Go ahead and give us our next slide. Take that, John.
Here we come to the main event of Wrestle Kingdom 17. The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, takes on the Switchblade Jay White, leader of the Bullet Club, for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. And everything that was hard-hitting and methodic about the Omega Ospreay match, this match wasn't.
No.
This match was a physical contest between two guys who wanted the belt. Meltzer rated it 4 1/4 stars. It was either 4 1/4 or 4 3/4. Wasn't quite a 5-star.
Well, here's my deal. If you're going to give
Ospreay and Omega almost 7 stars.
7 stars, this was obviously a 6.
Yeah.
Because these guys tore it down.
And the matches in their build and the way they were performed complemented one another so well.
Yeah.
That you can't go back and watch one and be like, oh, that one was better than the other. Because
No.
you can't.
That would be like comparing Mankind to a Cactus
Yeah.
Jack match. It makes no sense.
The other thing that I liked, because I expected the Falsey exchange, like the endless series of counters for the Falsies that Omega and Ospreay would have had,
Yeah.
they didn't have it. So it made me appreciate the Falsey exchange between Okada and Jay White even more because they was the main event and they got away with it.
Dude, and Okada with those clotheslines.
Oh, man.
I mean, he hit Jay White square in the chin
Yeah.
at one point. Looked like it caved his face in. They really put the work in. At the end of the day, Okada regains.
The IWGP World title.
I mean,
What is it now for him? 5 or 6 time world champ?
4? I thought it was 4.
Is it 4? But he's still the longest reigning champion. He's the rainmaker. He's the highest paid talent in
He's
NJPW
also
history.
one of the only talents to hold that title so
Yeah.
many times.
Also part of that event. Oh, sorry. Are we done talking about the main event? Are we done talking about the main event?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that was a damn good match too. We'll go back and watch the live stream. You'll see us enjoying the hell out of that.
Yeah, and pick up NJPW World. It's only like
$7.99 a month. You get to watch their unlimited library from events all the way back in the day when Hulk Hogan won the first inaugural IWGP title when he was in tandem champion as WWF World
You can
Champion
get the
too.
pay-per-views on there.
Yeah, it's worth it. Worth the money. If
Definitely
you have the network, it's worth the extra $7 a month to
It's
have.
a killer.
NJPW
It's a
World.
killer companion piece to IWTV as well.
Yeah. Also, on that event, we saw Muda's last appearance outside of the mask as Kaiji Muto, and I didn't point that out. I should have. That's a faux pas on my end.
Right.
But Ray Muda, on his retirement tour, has also officially done his last service for NJPW. Can we talk about that opening match again?
Is that the now hold on? Is that the one that Black Tiger died?
Tiger Mask.
Tiger Mask.
Okay, so Antonio Inoki, we announced on this show, passed away a while ago. He was one of the head bookers for NJPW, right?
Sad situation.
So they get Yuji Nagata, Tiger Mask, Minoru Suzuki, basically 6 legends who worked under the umbrella of Antonio Inoki their entire careers.
Yes.
Guys who helped hold the foundation of Japanese professional wrestling and are still wrestling today and can still go. Incredible 6-man tag match for like the first 12 minutes. And Tiger Mask basically fucks up the finish. They had to go to a technical live feed for over 20 minutes to fill time.
30 minutes.
Yeah, over 30 minutes to fill time before they could actually do the Antonio Inoki Memorial because the match was supposed to last on that pre-show the entire run of it.
Yeah.
To give credit to Antonio Inoki's legacy, and they fucked it up in 12 minutes, and I'm fairly certain they took time. I know for a fact Minoru Suzuki killed Tiger Mask.
And you think that's
They
what
just-
last?
if you watch the feed, number one, you can see
No, he just moved to China. No, he
Yeah.
didn't.
you can
no, he
see
didn't.
the visible disgust and disappointment on their faces.
Oh, dude, the look on
Then,
fucking Eugene
Eugene
Nagata's
Nagata's
face.
face was
Dude.
intense. You see Minoru Suzuki roll out of the ring and wait for Tiger Mask to get out of the ring.
Yeah.
And every time Tiger Mask moved, Minoru Suzuki walked that way and just kept fucking talking to it. Until they get into the end, when they have to come in and shake everybody's hands, and you can see again when Tiger
You can
Mask
see
goes,
when they lip wristing.
when he goes
They
to
do
shake
this.
Minoru Suzuki's hand, Minoru Suzuki basically tells him, "You fucked that up.
You
We're
fucked
going to
that
talk
up."
about this in the back." Like it was hot, and goddamn rest in
And here's
peace,
the
Tiger
thing:
Mask.
when all 6 men were getting ready to leave, he was the Tiger Mask was the last one
Yeah.
out of the ring to go
You
back
just
because you know he
know.
was thinking. You know he was thinking. There's got to be an exit.
Yeah. You
There's
just
got to be one around here
You
somewhere.
just know the 5 of them and 30 Yakuza members were waiting on the other side of that curtain.
Well, if they didn't kill him, then they gave him a s'more. You know what a s'more is, right?
Yeah, I know what a s'more is.
Take his mask and shit in it,
Yeah.
put it on him.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Anyway, that was our review of Wrestle Kingdom 17. It was a damn good time. Go back and check out that live stream. Why don't you?
Set aside 6 hours.
Yeah, it's
Check
fucking
it all
fun. We
out.
started
Be sure to
midnight-
like and subscribe.
Started at midnight and went on till 6 a.m., I think. Comes along
It
with
was fun.
It was
It
fun.
was
It was
fun.
stupid, but it was fun.
Where can they find that?
Here on YouTube.
Right on.
A couple videos back, you'll see it in big bold letters. You can also check out Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. You shameless whore.
Right.
You can follow us on Twitter at Pro Wrestling TV. You can send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok at Pro Wrestling Throwdown1. And you can check out Streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown, where you can access the
Merch store!
over at the
Merch store!
You
Merch store!
You can buy our merch. We got t-shirts, hats, notebooks, all kinds of stuff. We can put our logo on it. Every dollar you spend gets you thrown in this little giveaway we do at the end of the month. Every dollar you donate does the same thing. A bunch of people that purchased and stuff last night are going to get a bunch of entries because they did it during the broadcast. We have special things going on. But we sold some merch last night. We're hoping to keep selling, hoping to keep shelling, hoping to keep making money for y'all.
And with that being said, I think that tonight we should do something for the people tonight.
Okay.
So what time is it? It's 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock our time, which if you're watching this on the lag, we're starting at 8 o'clock on our time.
We'll start at 8. And anyone who makes a purchase or a donation, no matter how big or small, we'll do what we did on the podcast last night, and we will allow them to get a hold of us through Facebook Messenger, and we will do a live chat with them to answer a live question live here on the show.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
You get a 2 minute time window. So if that's what you want to do, starting now, for the next 10 minutes, if you buy something, we'll throw you up on the show.
Also, you'll get double your points.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Double the entries. Whatever you spend, it gets double.
Yep.
So if you buy $1 worth of stuff, you get 2 entries. You buy $5, you get 10.
Link is also in the chat.
Yeah, so check that out. All right, what's next on the news? What's happening?
All right.
On,
I believe that what is next on the news is it's Royal Rumble time.
Yay!
You know, here's the thing, man. We've had a lot of Royal Rumble content.
We have had a lot of Royal Rumble content.
You know why? Because it's Rumble season.
Because it's Rumble season. This is Luke's wheelhouse. Luke is very rarely wrong when it comes to a Royal Rumble. I'm glad to admit that.
Very, very rarely, yes.
Early predictions? Who do you see going over?
Early predictions?
Early prediction. Who do you see winning the Royal Rumble in 2 weeks?
Ooh. See, that's tough right now because of the fact that with Vince McMahon coming back in, are there people that they were going to have that are not going to be there now?
True.
You have the rumored Logan Paul John Cena match at Mania, so you count out those 2 names.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens won't be in the Rumble, so it's not going to be Kevin Owens. Bobby Lashley and Lesnar are going to finish their thing, so it's not going to be either one of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, withstanding a Cody Rhodes return, if that does not happen, I'm likely to say Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I can see it.
Or
I don't know how I feel about it, but I can see it happening.
It's just,
there's a lot of good possibilities for a lot of good possible storylines.
I see Mania taking place. I see the, you're just going to lay down for me thing.
Yep.
And then it's going to be one of those, no, I can't.
Yeah.
As a man, I can't lay down. And at the sound of being redundant, I mean, you could really have Roman even beat Sami Zayn at Mania.
Well, you have Roman coming and win it. It doesn't have to defend.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people are neglecting the fact that
Roman
he might not lose the belts.
Yeah. He could enter the Royal Rumble himself, right? Win it and then not have to go on to defend.
I don't think they would allow that to happen.
I mean, why not? Make both women's matches the main event.
Here's the deal. He won't be defending both belts at Mania.
No.
Because they're going to pull them off of him.
Yeah.
They're going to pull that WWE Championship off of him for the Raw stuff that's been taking place with Bloodline.
Monday Night Raw tonight.
They're going to strip him due to the actions of the Bloodline. They're going to strip him of the championship. And that's how you're going to get your 2 championship matches. So, yeah, it's a long way around to answer your question. If Cody Rhodes doesn't enter, Sami Zayn.
Okay.
Max?
Good, solid early prediction.
Yeah,
I'm still saying it's called Cody Rhodes.
Well, like I said, despite Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes all day, baby.
If he's not in it.
The most natural athlete in the WWE since Shawn Michaels.
Also, I can see Braun Breaker maybe.
I can see Braun Breaker getting called up. I couldn't see him winning it this early.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I could see him debuting in the Rumble, but I don't see him taking a Rumble victory. Of course, if they wanted to really throw a fucking curveball at us, why not have the NXT champion win the Royal Rumble and then go on the main event for all 3 belts?
I was about to say, do all 3 belts like they're going to eventually combine the tag titles.
Put them all
anyway.
on Roman. Why not? Company's getting sold anyway. Do whatever you want. Turn out the lights.
Have him go after Gunther.
Give him a bunch of sticks.
I could see
and let them just beat the shit out of each other.
Turn out the lights.
Never said what belt you have to go for.
Sticks.
That's true. I wouldn't imagine though they'd have a Royal Rumble winner, a Royal Rumble winner go after the Intercontinental title. Of course, it could. Fuck, I don't.
Well, I mean,
company's getting sold. Do whatever you want.
Money in the Bank briefcase was cashed in for the U.S. title this year. I mean, anything's possible.
Didn't work out.
Anything's possible though.
All right, moving on.
All right, let's move on. Let's see some of the announced matches.
to the east side.
Before we get into this next match, I would also like to point out that Liv Morgan declared on SmackDown.
Yes, Ricochet also declared on SmackDown.
Ricochet won his match. And Kofi Kingston, and to be honest with you, I believe they're the only 3 announced for the actual Rumble as of
so
right
far.
now. This match. This one.
The Pitch Black match, sponsored by Mountain Dew. We don't know anything about the rules.
Yes, we do. They announced on SmackDown that it's by pinfall or submission.
Are they going to turn the lights off?
I don't know.
Then why'd they call it a Pitch Black?
There's no disqualification.
Of course.
No count out.
So it's going to be a lights out match.
It's going to be a last man standing match.
Okay.
Basically. Or,
there we go.
no, I mean, false count anywhere.
We finally get to see Bray Wyatt do something in his 1.5 million years that he's been back.
And you know what the sad part is? Most people who are complaining about that, I get their complaints. LA Knight's being made right.
The LA Knight's the best part of the whole damn story. But if this LA Knight could LA Knight could fucking wrestle Roman Reigns right now.
Yeah.
It's the fact that they're drawing out this goddamn Sinister Six gimmick with Bray Wyatt and the Funky Bunch.
Bray Wyatt and the Funky Bunch.
And I'm just over it, man. I don't care about Dexter Lumis wearing a goat mask. I don't care about Alexa Bliss. I don't give a shit about Karrion Kross.
Actually, I'm kind of excited about the Alexa Bliss part.
Well, then they need to do it. They need to get... I want to see all 6 motherfuckers in the Pitch Black match. We can just start off the next one, be like, okay, this is it. We're here to take over. Stop wasting my time. No more Yankee my wanky. The dog need food.
You're no longer allowed to call yourself the dog. Take that back.
You get extra points if you can name what movie that comes from.
No Googling, cheaters.
So no Googling. If you can just name that movie, I'll give you 5 free entries.
Can I do that? Give my 5 free entries?
No! We run the show.
What about Max?
No! Especially not Max.
What about Sweet Tea or Special K or Big Bad John? Can they answer?
Big Bad John can.
He can get the points?
Yeah, Big Bad John can get 5 points.
If
he can tell me what movie that came from without looking it up right now, Big Bad John gets 5 points in the bucket.
I don't know.
Ha ha! Hedging my bets. I'm sorry. All right. Do the thing. Make it go.
Make it go.
No, you pissed him off.
Poolside.
All right. And this was just announced on SmackDown.
We have our main event.
This would be the third time that Kevin Owens has challenged Roman Reigns for a championship belt at the Royal Rumble.
And probably the 3rd time he's going to lose.
Probably. Let's just hope they don't have the fucking handcuff fiasco from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. Up until that point,
it was a good match.
That match was banging.
I still don't know how Paul Heyman, of all people, doesn't know how to work a set of cuffs.
I know, right? He's
of all people.
Yeah.
Can't gimmick handcuffs.
But anyway, it was great up until that fiasco.
Yeah. Yep.
Them showing all the behind the stage shit of the practice ring that was set up.
Yeah.
And stuff back there because we had no fans for that match, which was odd. Really odd. But it all worked out and they know each other like the back of each other's hands. This match is going to be.
Yeah, we've been talking about how
Sami Zayn turns on Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
To earn Roman's
and
trust.
We've been talking too about just how good of a job KO's doing.
Yes.
Coming back, so obviously that's going to be good.
All right.
I really want to see Kevin Owens wrestle Bully Ray. I know it's never going to happen for me, but god damn it, I'd kill a man. Make it happen. Also, I'd like to see Kevin Owens and Bronson Reed now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to see Bronson Reed and a lot of people.
Didn't Bronson Reed challenge somebody in a Rumble 2? Didn't he? Jones?
No, when Shinsuke beat...
That's right, Muda.
He told him if he had a problem with anything, that he could find him on Monday night.
Yes. Oh, one other thing we didn't talk about, we didn't put a slide up for it, but for Wrestle Kingdom, Carl Anderson did lose the Never Openweight Championship to Tama Tonga, so his obligations to NJPW are no longer, that we know of right now, unless they pen something for the future. So he's going to go back full time to just the WWE, which is nice. We get the club.
Yep.
Him and Doc Gallows, who you're his old ass.
Me and Doc Gallows.
I just want you to know that. Me and Doc Gallows, same age.
Biscuits and gravy.
All right, what's next?
It's sad that it's sad that
I still remember him for.
You remember Festus, yet no one remembers the fact that was Terry Bam Bam Gordy's son that played Jesse.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one remembers that.
Why is it always they talk about Festus and they never talk about Luke Gallows in the Straight Edge Society when he was with Punk? Because that's when he was fucking cut to shreds and a big nasty fucking monster that just went around and beat people up for Punk for 6 weeks. And it was great.
Question: Who is homeless Gold Dust here on the screen? Oh, that's
Darby
Darby Allin.
Allin. Homeless Gold Dust.
Look at him.
Yeah, I know. Darby Allin defeated Samoa Joe,
the king of television,
for the TNT title. I think that makes this his second TNT title run.
Second time.
So Darby Allin, you're the TNT champion over in AEW waters. And I think I speak for all of us here when I say, who gives a hot shit?
I tell you where this is going to go.
It's going to go to him and this goddamn 6-man that's coming up with Muda and Sting or whatever.
He's going to turn on Sting.
Good.
Or Sting's going to turn on him.
You think we get heel Sting in the limelight of his career in his 60s?
Heel Sting versus him for the TNT title.
And then you put the TNT title on Sting.
For a moment. And then you have him beat him back for it and retire Sting.
Darby Allin is the last ride out for Sting. Yeah. I can see that.
Well, he says that he reminds him of a young him.
He does.
Yeah. So,
but yes,
only seems right that that's what they would do.
Darby Fallon is the... Darby Allin is your new TNT champion. I am critical of him because he's a dickhead in real life, and also I hate his work, but I can understand his appeal.
Here's the deal. That man puts his body through some crazy shit for no reason.
That he does.
For no reason.
I just wish I could get the deal. I wish I could like him as much as other people do. I wish I could like Jungle Boy and Hook and all those young cats everyone likes as much as they do. I just don't. I'm an MJF guy.
The hell, dog?
An FTR guy. Bunch of letter guys.
You like the letter people?
Letter people.
Are you done?
Yeah. I'm waiting on you, pal.
Darby Allin's done. Yeah. Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What does that mean?
We only have one piece of business left.
One piece of business left. Did we not get a slide to promote the 6-man for Muda?
No, I couldn't find it.
Okay, well, anyway, I wanted to put that in the rundown. We have Muda's final matchup. It's going to be Muda, Sting, and Darby Allin versus the other guys.
Hakushi.
I don't remember.
Hakushi was the big standout for me because...
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Muda's final match has been announced. It's they call it the last bye-bye.
Yep.
And be looking forward for us to cover that. And we are going to schedule the deep dive for Great Muda soon because I think it's necessary. So
yeah, I also agree.
We will do that. All right. What's this bit of gobbledygook?
Gentleman on the left. Who is that?
Uncle Howdy.
That is Uncle Howdy.
That is the gimmick that is controlling and or chasing and or fighting and or is Bray Wyatt. It's all very confusing and stupid.
Okay. Picture on the right
is Bo Dallas, Bray Wyatt's in real life younger brother.
In a mask.
In a mask rendered to look as though it's Uncle Howdy's over his face.
What do you think?
I think it's fucking Bo Dallas. We knew it was Bo Dallas.
Well, here's the deal. They have said that, one, the wrestler who plays Uncle Howdy never comes out of character backstage, doesn't talk to nobody, doesn't do nothing. He's not allowed to talk to nobody. Nobody's allowed to ask him questions.
What has become of
nothing? Well, here's the other part of that. It's also being said that Uncle Howdy is being played by more than one person.
Well, Uncle Howdy can bite
because the idea is that Vincent from Ring of Honor
is also Uncle Howdy.
Is the one who was in the ring when he attacked Bray Wyatt. And they believe that Bo Dallas is the one that was doing the skits with the little goatee from the entranceway. So
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I want it to stop.
We all knew this was coming.
It's Bo Dallas. It's Dexter Lumis. It's Alexa Bliss. It's Karrion Kross. And it's two other jabronis.
See, I kind of figured one of Bray's next steps would be against Karrion Kross.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. I think they're just going to pull a bunch of the weirdos and the supernatural people together and do something.
Why not?
Because we saw on Raw the guy in that other mask that was absolutely Dexter Lumis.
It had to be Dexter.
There's no way it wasn't. We've been seeing the teases with Alexa Bliss. We've even been seeing the teases with Asuka with the Kana gimmick.
Yeah.
So, like, it's coming. Just finish. Get there.
Well, maybe we'll get there before McMahon puts his fingers in it, because once he does...
Just sell the damn thing. Sell it!
I wonder...
Settle!
Stay back. Wonder how that goes first day back when he walks into the locker room and sees 26 people that he fired before he left, and Triple H being like, they called.
Yeah.
See, it's Rumble time. What do you expect?
These are mine now.
These don't touch these.
Yeah. These all belong
This
to
guy over here, you might be able to get rid of him later, but not these guys.
Yeah, leave Drake Maverick alone.
Yeah, leave him alone.
LA Knight.
Let him live his life. And first off, it's Eli Drake.
Eli Drake, whatever.
Drake
LA Knight,
Maverick was
I forget.
Was the greatest 24/7 champion of all time.
I have a drinking habit.
Right underneath our truth.
The I-95 European
television champion. Yeah. Also, one thing he hates about ladder matches:
spiders.
Spiders. I didn't know if you knew that.
Look, that was my bad. My bad. Sorry. All right.
No problem.
We have discussed NJPW. We discussed Vince McMahon. We talked about Bo Dallas and all that craziness. I think that covers up the normal portion of the show, which means
it's about that time.
It's time for everyone's favorite segment. It's time for birthdays.
It's bullshit.
Max, take it away.
All right. As always, first we acknowledge our tribal chief, head of the table, Roman Reigns. 861 days today. And the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, at 539 days today.
Genetic lottery.
And Sami Zayn there, soon to no longer be an honorary use. So it seems.
What did Paul Heyman call him on Shmooly?
Shmooly. Yeah. That's his nickname.
I love it.
Yeah. Which somewhere along the lines, I bet, has some kind of racial tendencies to it.
It's Yiddish. It's got to be Yiddish.
I mean, if they...
Heyman's Jewish.
If Drew McIntyre...
Hey, the Joy of Pro Wrestling's in the house. Another one of our brother podcasts.
If, well, I hadn't lost it. Oh, if fucking Drew McIntyre and Sheamus can call themselves the Banger Brothers, then or Banger Bros, I'm pretty sure Sami Zayn can call himself an Uso or Sammy Uso or El Generico or redheaded little stepchild or whatever he wants to call himself.
Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. One
when
from
you roll,
Scotland, one from Ireland. Both of them collectively over 6'4". Both of them over 250 pounds. Both of them former WWE World Champions. And the best fucking nickname that they can give them is the Banger Bros.
Don't Google that.
Because I think they could have had a much cooler nickname.
Yeah, but you can't say that nickname on the air. Yeah, you can. Go for it.
Did we talk about Dominic?
No,
we did not.
Just call him.
Let's talk about Dominic real quick.
What did he do?
I hope
he went to jail, right?
Well, prison changed him.
Let's talk about all of it, because there was that, and then the announcement that he made. Let's talk about all of it.
This idiot.
All of it.
This fucking idiot. He's doing this gimmick, getting paid mucho dinero to do this gimmick.
Talk about the prison thing first.
Well, okay, so he gets arrested at Christmas at Rey Mysterio's house.
Yes.
In a skit. Okay, we can drop the bloodline thing and go back to the main screen for a minute. He gets arrested in a skit.
Yeah.
At Christmas at Rey Mysterio's house after a family fight. Comes out of prison or the jail or whatever.
Spent one night
there. Comes out obviously prison hardened.
Oh yeah.
And war battered.
War tested.
Which is also which is very funny in its own right if you watch it. But in real life, the fucking mook announced I don't give a shit.
It was like he was trying to do a mock of an old Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah. In real life, he's doing this gimmick with Rhea Ripley. Yeah, he had a teardrop tattoo.
Yeah, he had a teardrop tattoo.
And fucking announces his real life engagement.
Yeah. Yeah. You remember when Rusev did that?
Kayfabe, dog!
Yeah. You remember when Rusev
Kayfabe!
Yeah.
We know you're not really together. We don't care. Stop ruining it.
Well, we all knew you weren't together because you couldn't handle a woman like Rhea Ripley. First off.
I'd just let her.
Just think.
Why you call her
Carriage house. Carriage house.
Just
call the garage.
Stop it up with a 2-piece.
And a biscuit.
Yeah.
Some fava beans. Well, nice candy.
Well, this show just
makes that sound. Max, why did you tell us to say that on live TV here?
All right. Anyway. All right, you ready to get into birthdays now?
Sure.
Anything else needs to be talked about?
No, I think we covered it.
No, I think we're good. You usually do cover it.
We need a better tag team now.
Hey!
All right.
Smile! It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Pittsburgh.
All right, first up, today,
It's going to be the day that we're
that
going
is
to throw it back to you.
Bushwhacker Luke.
Bushwhacker Luke
I share the same name with.
Williams. And
They're
actually,
friends.
fun fact, that's how
That's right.
they met on the interwebs, because they have the same name.
Yep, because we have the same name. We kept getting tagged in each other's shit.
Bushwhacker Luke was a part of the 1991 Royal Rumble that we just watched. He's
Yes,
one half of the tag team, the Bushwhackers, with Bushwhacker Butch.
Butch, his legitimate cousin. I'm gonna guess 55.
I'm going to say 56 because he's got to be old. I'm Price
He
is Right.
is
your ass.
older. He turns 76.
Yeah, yeah. I
today.
knew that. I called that one from a mile away.
He looks good for his age, man.
Yeah.
2 more birthdays today.
Okay.
Versus Bad Luck Fail.
Bad Luck fell from the Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
44. I don't look that old.
35.
How about 41?
Ah! Ah! Kamehameha!
Then also, we have
Chris Masters, the masterpiece. We were just talking about him.
Yeah, we was.
last night on the watch along.
Yeah, we were talking about Billy Jack Haynes and Hercules and the who else?
He debuted the night after WrestleMania 21.
Yes.
I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Chris Masters
Still wrestles on the Indies and in the NWA.
is 25. I think back in 07 or 06, 07. So I'm going to say 40. 41?
42.
how about 40?
Damn!
Today.
Dang.
And I lied. There is one more birthday
Okay.
today, and that is
Bull Nakano.
Bull Nakano. Not to be confused with Tam Nakano.
No. Probably a family somewhere down the line.
Pioneer in Stardom and Shimmer, Japanese professional wrestler.
Alexa Bliss is great. Or Alexa Bliss. Lunger Blaze's greatest
Greatest
opponent.
rival, yeah. Bull Nakano's got to be.
71.
I'm going to say 60.
how about 55?
Motherfucker!
Wow, I thought she was way older.
I was going to say 55 first, and I really wish that I had. Oh well. Can't win them all, Hasselhoff.
That's right.
All right, we got
Is that Justin Roberts?
a lot of birthdays.
No, that's who is that? Why do I recognize that? Who is that?
That is Todd Grisham.
Todd Grisham.
On the
Okay,
night
I forget.
tomorrow.
You know, what do you call him? Tim?
Tim.
So my name's Todd. I know a joke when you're playing off.
That doesn't matter what your name.
Todd Grisham. I couldn't even begin to fucking guess how old Todd Grisham is now. I'm gonna say 45.
43.
About 47.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, well, and he shares his birthday tomorrow with Ruby Riott.
That's an interesting picture.
Heidi Lovelace.
That was back when
Ruby Riott.
That was back
Well,
when
it's
Ruby
her
had her own
birthday.
place.
Ruby Soho. 33.
34.
Oh, 32. No
Son of
point.
a bitch.
Wow.
I should have known we were the same age.
And then on
I actually know. I did know that we were the same age.
on the 10th,
And yes, that's what I know. My dad was asking if I really know some of these wrestlers. I do know Ruby Soho.
Yes.
on the 10th, we have Buff Bagwell.
Up the
He's
stuff.
up there.
Just come out of rehab. After a relapse. Being, 2.5 years clean?
51.
No, older than that, 52.
How about 53?
It's not much older.
Point Caleb.
Yeah.
Kicking
4 to
ass
nothing.
this week.
Because I'm not my fucking seat.
4 to
That's what
nothing.
it is. Yeah, that's.
Who's next, Big John?
Rest in peace.
That's right. That big Grandmaster Sexy.
We lost.
1972, 2018.
We lost him in 2018 to suicide,
Well,
pending a prison sentence. He was the son of Jerry Lawler, and yeah, he'll be missed. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say about it.
Brian Christopher, there was a story once. You can't hear that story anymore.
Oh, that's right. That's the video that we have hidden away from the fans because of the graphic
If
nature.
you
of it.
ever want to see the video, all you have to do is ask Pro Wrestling Throwdown to email,
And we'll send you a private link
We
or
can
something.
send you a link to see it.
We ended up removing it during the Me Too movement just because of the content. which makes it sound a lot worse than it is.
It's really
not. It's not that. It's whatever. We just took it down because we were working.
Anyway, also on last one on the 10th, we have Tamina Snuka.
Okay. Former SmackDown Women's Champion, Tamina Snuka. Or was she a Divas Champion? I don't know. How old are the Usos?
Divas champ.
Like,
They're the exact same age.
You fucking idiot. I'll take a stab and say 42.
I'm gonna take a stab and say 50.
How about 45? 5-0. But you know what? You still got time to catch up. Justin wrestling birthday. I still got a bunch of.
You're in your chair. You're just in my spot.
Well, it's not the right spot feng shui.
So how about we go to the 11th?
It's working for me.
It would work for you. Abdul the Butcher.
Abby! One of the most prolific hardcore / deathmatch wrestlers in history. Long career. Stabbed people in the head with a fork. That's really the best way to say it. I thought Abby passed away. I didn't realize Abby was still alive.
Yeah, Abby's still alive. Larry Shreve.
57.
58 is the Tickie's older.
82.
82. Son of a bitch. 82?
But you finally.
What was I guessing? Good Lord.
I don't know.
I should have known better.
Way off.
So bad. 30 years off.
On the 12th, we have a remembrance.
You would have been 57 the year I was born. That's not sorry. Go ahead.
Big John.
Luna Vachon.
My absolute all-time favorite women's wrestler ever is Luna Vachon. All time.
She was a bad woman.
Bad lady. Tougher than all the men, bar none. One of the best characters, one of the best gimmicks, some of the best in-ring action. You did not get better than bad Luna Vachon.
If you want more in-depth information on Luna, we're going to do a
Luna Vachon deep dive at some
deep
point.
dive
We were
at some
talking about
point.
that last
But
night.
if you wanted to check out something in the meantime, Dark Side of the Ring, not a sponsor,
does a great episode about her.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Dark Sides, I think.
It's up there for
Mine
me.
too.
Yeah.
Next to the Benoit
Oh, that one's so hard to watch.
episodes. Well, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, though.
It is.
It's tough.
All right, what we got next, Maximus?
Then on the 13th, it's that time to remember
Shad Gaspard.
Guy 1981 to 2020.
Was a WWE alumni, former multiple-time WWE Tag Team
And a
Champion.
real-life fucking hero.
Real-life hero, for those of you that weren't watching the show at the time. Drowned, saving his son's life. You don't get more man than that.
Nope.
So rest in peace, Shad. You will be missed.
And then we have a couple birthdays on the 13th.
The fuck is that?
Yeah,
That is the Asian Michael Jackson.
Ichiro Takahashi.
No idea.
Takahashi?
Yes.
Takahashi or Takakashi?
Takahashi.
Okay.
I believe that's one of the men that took the tag titles off FTR.
Okay. Well,
I'm almost certain.
I don't have a clue. He looks a little road hard and put up wet, so I'm going to say 42.
43.
In JPW, I believe he's 42 on the 13th.
Woo!
6-1.
Woo!
1. Last one on the 13th.
Sorry. Hey, it's Mason Ryan.
That is Mason Ryan.
Hey, it's not Batista.
Yeah, but what did they used to call him? Bautista or something. It was the nickname he got. I can't remember which.
I thought it was Notista.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Like that.
Anyway, it's Mason Ryan. They called him up from FCW for a brief time back in like 2011, 2012 to join CM Punk's version of the Nexus. He looked just like Batista originally when he came in, including the little soul patch. Did not last long. Did not have a storied career. I believe is out of the wrestling business now, except he'll do like conventions.
I think
and
he's done a couple conventions and things, but he's also not
and
over
he's
here.
also a guy who, when he left, on his own accord, says, "I just don't have enough experience, and I'm not comfortable doing it at this level."
Yeah,
like left on his own decision because he didn't feel like he was good enough. You got to respect that.
Yeah, 100.
That being said, 45,
46.
How about 41?
Damn.
No point.
Dude's in killer
We've
shape.
got 3 on the 14th, and that's
Trex-
it for wrestling birthdays.
Trex guy says maybe I'm on the list. I mean, he did say his birthday was So yesterday or the day
That's
before?
right.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right.
Earlier today, rather.
Yes.
Correct. Happy
Happy
birthday, belated birthday, early birthday, my man. That's Casey Casario.
Casey Catanzaro.
Yes. on
Or
the
whatever she
14th.
calls herself now.
Yeah.
Caden Jane. or
Whatever.
something
Some
like
goofy NXT name.
that.
Fuck, I don't know. 27?
28.
Close enough. How about 33 on
33,
the
wow.
14th?
Oh,
She is the
Luke.
first ever women's American Ninja Warrior.
That's right.
2 more wrestling
She's Nick
birthdays,
Ricochet,
and they're
too.
both on the 14th as well.
It's a whole lot of Matt Riddle.
That is Matt.
The pictures don't help his drug case.
No. No.
When Matt Riddle first came to the WWE, I couldn't stand him.
I still can't.
And he has grown on me.
Like a fungus.
He really worked hard for it. For my approval and my
He
approval
really
alone.
has. He really has.
No, he's become quite a competitor. Was he ever NXT World Champion? I don't
No.
believe so.
No, he never held the title in NXT.
But he's a mainstay roster member. He was tag team partners with Randy Orton. He's been featured in a couple of high
Tag
profile
team
matches.
champion
Tag team champion
partners.
with Randy Orton. As far as his age, he was also a prolific UFC fighter that had, I think, he had a 6-0 career before he was let go.
Yep.
Man, how old is Matt fucking Riddle? 35?
I'm going to say 36.
How about 37?
37, nice.
Nice.
Point Luke.
I'm catching up.
Yeah, you
Slowly but surely.
What is it, 6 to 3?
3 to 6.
3 to 6.
6 to 3.
Last wrestling birthday.
Oh! Hacksaw Jim Duggan, former NWA United States champion,
The inaugural Royal Rumble winner.
former WWE, I believe, Intercontinental champion,
The Hall of Famer.
member of WCW. He was a former WCW Hardcore champion.
Vigilante, don't break into the man's house because of fuck you up.
Yeah, that's happened
And
like twice.
Just recently,
But
the
that's
second time.
that's
yeah.
happened like twice in the last 10 years. Someone's broken into Hacksaw's house and
Somebody
just beat the
hey,
fuck out
here's
of
the
him.
deal. Here's what you learn.
Yeah.
Just waiting a year and doing it again is fucking
Yeah.
stupid. He's just gonna get more mean.
Well, and there have always been conversations about, like, real life toughness when it comes to wrestlers. And the pecking order, as it was always told, was Danny Hodge,
Yep.
Harley Race, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Because Hacksaw Jim Duggan apparently hit you so fucking hard that whatever you were doing, you knocked it the fuck off.
Do you
the
know why
first
they
time.
call him Hacksaw?
Tell me.
He played football. I can't remember what team. Maybe the Bengals. And he was a lineman.
Oh yeah, former NFL alumni too. Forgot to mention
Quarterback was sacked. He picked up the ball, ran 90 yards.
that. And just-
Wrong end zone.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Wrong end zone cost his team the game. Everything went outside and cut his car in half with a hacksaw.
Yep, that
That's
makes
how they
sense.
gave him the name Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Because that's something a sensible person.
He must have some valuable in his house.
Yeah, it's all of his unopened cans of whoop ass
Yeah.
that he only opens for certain guests.
Yeah, and they're for guests that he invited over.
That's right.
Not that will come in the middle of the night. First off, it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan's house. Who the fuck thinks, hey, it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan's house? Let's rob him.
Let's rob him. Let's rob that.
While we're
crotchety
at
old
that,
man.
we can knock over a grocery store and send monkeys, bobby hats, and all kinds of things together.
Quiet you.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, 71 years old.
Oh fuck yeah, we still got a guest. The 72.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan will be 69.
Nice.
Yeah, he will. Look at him.
No
Look at his
more.
face.
Nice.
Ah! Look at his face. Ah!
Now, celebrity birthdays this week are dominated by musicians.
All right, well, let's get into it.
Today, we remember great David Bowie, 1947, 2016.
A legitimate artist. Wrote all of his own music. Didn't have any ghostwriters. Could play a number of the instruments for his band.
Yep.
One of the best live performers. Will forever live in infamy with the wackiest music video in history, which is Dancing in the Streets, where him and Keith Richards are literally just running around some abandoned street on their own, and it's nothing but teeth and dick. That's it. Just them in the tightest pants and their fucked up teeth.
Mick Jagger.
Oh, yeah, Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
They were best friends in real life.
Yep.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah,
God,
for
man.
sure. Ziggy Stardust, man.
Let's see.
He also
birthday-
played Nikola Tesla in The Prestige.
Yeah, he did. It was good, too.
Alright, birthdays 9th. On the 9th, that we start out with J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, he just wants pictures of Spider-Man.
That's all he wants.
That's all he wants.
Yeah.
That and for people to play at his tempo.
Pretty much.
That's a great fucking movie. Where he's slapping the piss out of that drummer. Fucking great. J. Jonah Jameson's gotta be 66.
67.
How about 68?
Damn!
Look, point.
That was Whiplash, by the way.
Whiplash, yes.
The drummer.
Yeah.
Also on the 9th.
Just beating the fuck out of Taron Egerton for 2.5 hours.
That's my fuck Dave Matthews.
You are the Dave Matthews guy in the room. I am
53.
not. I am 54. I don't know.
How about 56?
I'll take it.
That's close.
I'll take it.
Like, Caleb.
What's
funny is one of the things I remember him most when I see him.
Uh-huh.
I listen to it and I love all his music, but when I see him, all I can think about is him in that "Just Go With It" with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is. He played a dickhead in some movie.
He played the enemy girl's husband. He claimed that he had invented the nap and all kinds of things.
He
was on disability because he got hit by a mail truck.
The only thing that I know, and this is like the dumbest story, the only thing I know,
Zohan. He's in the Zohan.
Like my only introduction to Dave Matthews at all was some girl burned me a CD of his music in like 2008. And that's it. I'd never listened to Dave Matthews before that. Yeah, I've never, no clue.
Killer Jam Band.
Yes, he will be 56. Then Rod Stewart is on the 10th.
Rod's.
That man got uglier, older he got. Look at him.
Yeah.
He looks like a woman in the right side.
Do you remember what year was the MTV Music Awards when he played that song? And it was just "Honest Woman I've Ever Known" over and over and over because he forgot the fucking lyrics.
Actually, I believe that's a picture from that.
Yeah, that is him in the yellow cardigan. Yellow blazer, rather. Fuck, I couldn't tell you how old Rod Stewart is. 68?
69.
Nice.
How about 78?
Damn!
Hey, he was close, man.
He's only off by 10 fucking years. Story of my life.
That makes it 75. You're only down by 2 now, Luke.
All right.
Nice, you're catching up, brother.
Damn.
All right. Also on the 10th,
my queen.
Pat Benatar.
Milady.
Hit her with your best shot.
Still.
I was going to use that joke in a second.
Were you really?
Son of a bitch.
Dominated rock against some of the top names in rock and roll in the 1980s. No question. She set herself aside by competing in rock and roll in the greatest era of rock and roll, and is still today considered one of the greatest artists of all time.
58.
No.
Guess her age. Come on, hit me with your best shot.
59.
See, that's how it's done. What?
50. He said 58. I'm saying 59.
Pat Benatar will be 70.
Yeah, thank you very much.
She looked good for her age.
We still got a whole bunch more. On the 11th, that is Mary J. Blige.
This is deceiving because I know she's older than me.
How the hell old is Mary J. Blige?
She is older than you think she looks. I'll give you that. But again, I can't tell you.
Well, she
asked me every week, and I can't
she
tell you.
hung with Biggie when Biggie was
70.
70. No, 60.
About
Ouch.
70 years old.
Wow.
You shit me?
Another point for Caleb.
Mixed batch. Turn the
Also,
butter.
on the 11th, we remember
Yes.
Naomi Judd.
Yep.
We just lost her, 1946 to 2022.
Yeah,
That was heartbreaking. It
was
big
definitely a big shock to country music.
Country music royalty.
Yeah.
The Judd family.
Naomi was something special.
Yeah.
On the 12th, we remember Kirstie Alley.
Man, I
Just
was
lost her.
such a Kirstie Alley fan when I was a kid.
2022, we just lost her as well. God damn, last year really.
Last year took a toll, buddy.
I thought about collecting up everybody that we lost last year.
We'd have to do a whole different show.
wouldn't have time. It's too heartbreaking.
Yeah. Kirstie Alley, It Takes Two.
Look Who's Talking.
Then Look Who's
Cheers.
Talking. Cheers. Just her in Look Who's Talking, especially with John Travolta. And Bruce Willis is the voice of the baby, and then Roseanne Barr is the voice of the baby in the second movie.
And then the third one, it was Danny DeVito and Rita Pearl.
Rita Pearl as the dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, boys.
What a great franchise. What?
Mary J. Blige is only 51.
Oh, well, Wikipedia lied to me.
No, I got it off of Wikipedia. She was only born in 71.
Oh,
Oh, no, she's going to be 52.
right, but I guessed 70. Yeah, Max is still here.
Not for Mary J. Blige. That was Pat Benatar.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Max, you said Mary J. Blige was 70.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I said Pat Benatar was 7.
No, you said
Hold on.
Mary
You
J.
said
Blige
Mary
was.
said- Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Because
I
I
think
guessed
you-
50, and he guessed 70, and you gave it to him. Should have
Yeah.
went to me.
Well, my mistake then.
Yeah, so I got an extra point. You got one taken
That'll
away.
work.
Snitch. Anyway, yes, Max is still around. Trucks guy.
Yeah, not doing his fucking job. No, I'm kidding.
He probably just looked.
Yeah, everybody gets them wrong. We get them wrong all the time. I
You
forgot
guys
to tell
keep
people Kaiju
jabbering.
was Ray Muda.
Everybody gets 37 of them.
That's right.
I likely got it mixed up looking
Yeah.
at it
More than
Yeah.
likely. Yeah.
right here.
Yeah,
All right,
these
who
two
we got
won't
next?
Shut up.
What are we supposed to do?
What will King do?
On the 12th, again, we have Jimmy King.
Jimmy King's
the best wrestler.
He's the bestler.
Better than all the wrestler.
He's got class.
He's got class.
He'll rule ass.
He'll rule that ass.
Jimmy
Da-da-da.
King.
King.
That's really all we got so far.
It's a work in progress.
All right, that is Oliver Platt playing Jimmy King in Ready to Rumble, which is the quintessential wrestling movie made in 2000, centered around WCW. If you are new to wrestling, you have to watch that movie because it is outright fucking ridiculous
Yes.
and great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But Oliver Platt, however, how the hell old is he?
I can't tell you.
He's up there.
I'm going to say 67, but I actually think he's older than that.
68, because I also believe he's older.
How about younger? He will be 63.
Really?
Wow, looked good for his age. Well, I mean, looked good
Wow.
for his age back then. That would have been. He would have been
Right at
30,
40.
40.
Right at
Yeah.
40.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Oliver Platt. Jimmy.
Da 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 da. King. Da da da.
So good.
All right.
That movie is so fucking stupid.
We remember Rip Taylor.
I'm trying to remember a specific quote, and it's not coming to me.
Remember Rip Taylor on the 13th?
If you're gonna be dumb, you better be tough.
Is that Rip Taylor?
Yes, that was him.
Yes, it
He's
is.
the one that coined that phrase.
Okay.
1931 to 2019.
Oh,
Yeah.
slaying the. I remember him from the
It's
Jackass
everywhere.
movies. I
It's
remember,
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
takes his
Fantastic.
wig off. I'm out of here. Yeah. I fucking love Rip Taylor, man.
Pioneer in the LGBTQ
Yeah,
comedian
yeah,
pool
100%.
back in his day. Will be missed. Rest in peace.
All right, I think, who do we got next?
Julia Louise
Dreyfus.
Dreyfus
Hmm.
of Seinfeld fame.
Mhm.
She's also in a couple of Disney Plus things. She was in another show where she was the Speaker of the House and became the president. I forget. Whatever.
Good,
Most-
good Samaritan.
Most people know her from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And I couldn't begin to fucking guess because I didn't watch Seinfeld.
61.
62 for funsies.
62.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
This is what you deal with when he sits in the seat. Is that what you deal with?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah,
How are you still here?
exactly.
Because he's my ride home.
I feed him M&M's to tickle his jowls. That's why he stays here.
We don't call it his jowls.
All right, who we got next?
God, please.
Rob Zombie was actually supposed to be on the 12th. We got our order mixed up
Yeah,
there a
yeah.
little bit.
Rob Zombie, lead singer of Rob Zombie.
White,
And-
white
And
zombie.
White-
then
yeah, I
White
know.
Zombie.
I'm aware. Also, accredited director with such films under his belt as the Halloween remakes, The House of a Thousand Corpses, 31,
Devil's
Devil's
Rejects.
Rejects, The Unholy. Or was it the
At
Unholy?
one
Three?
point, he
Devil's
was
Three?
tapped to do the Crow.
Three
The
from Hell.
Monsters.
The Monsters, which was all right.
It was what it was.
Yeah.
I recommend if you're a horror movie fan and you haven't seen 31, which is one of his more obscure ones,
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's fucking gory, but it's worth it.
I thought it was 51.
31.
31.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it 30? What is it? 31 Maniacs or some shit like that? Yeah. Oh man, it's so
The
good.
guy played the Malcolm McDowell's in that one too.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, so
fantastic.
good. So good.
Check it out. Watch
How
it.
old is the zombie?
Shit, man.
Depends on when he died.
I fucking love
That
you.
was a good
I'm
one.
I
serious.
love you.
I'm gonna.
Is he quite in his 60s yet? You would think,
I'm
probably.
gonna say 57.
58.
Oh, 58.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
That gives you an even 10 to 6.
How many is there left?
We got 1, 2. I think just like 4 or 5. So, I
So
think
there's a chance.
There's a chance.
So there's a
Maybe.
chance.
maybe we'll see who's next.
All right. Oh, sorry, John.
Orlando Bloom.
That is Orlando Bloom.
He's been all
the
kinds of
13th.
stuff.
Yeah.
Kingdom, the Pirate
Yeah.
series. He was in Three Musketeers. He was Legolas in the Lord of the Rings franchise.
He
And
was
again
in
in The Hobbit.
Elizabethtown, which was a great
Elizabethtown,
movie.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Good reference.
Thank you.
Orlando Bloom,
Not quite as old as you would think. I don't think.
50.
No. 45.
Close enough. 46.
Damn.
I knew he was a little closer to my age.
Yeah, you look so well alike.
I know, right? I mean, if we had better than Luke Gallows. Hey, it's Jason Bateman.
Jason
on the
Bateman.
14th.
Look, kids, it's
We have
Jason.
3 left on the 14th. So
Okay.
Jason Bateman is one of them.
He is known for a lot of comedy movies. What's the series he's in right now? There,
Well,
Ozark.
he was in.
Ozark.
Yeah, he was in Arrested Development.
Yeah, Arrested Development, Ozark, a number of movies.
Yeah, the one, the Switch with him and Ryan Reynolds, which was hilarious.
Was he the one that was in Hancock?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. He was also in
Him and
Teen Wolf
Charlize,
too.
Charlize Theron.
His first movie was Teen Wolf 2.
Did he play the cousin?
Yep, he played
I
the
didn't
main character.
I didn't
in
know
Teen
that.
Wolf 2. Yeah,
Okay. Jason, Jesus Christ.
that's a
No,
tough
we
one.
say Jason Bateman.
That's a tough one.
56? He's got to be in his 50s, I think. 56?
I don't know. 57.
Oh, 54.
Son
no
of a
point.
bitch.
No point.
She's fine.
Fortunately, with that, you lost any ability to tie.
We'll
Well,
see.
But
We'll
we do
see.
have 2 left.
We'll see.
We have 2 left.
We'll see.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
I don't have a
14.
fucking clue how
He's up there.
old LL Cool J
Older
is.
than you
54.
think.
50.
55.
Nice. All right.
So,
You get this one right, we'll give you the kit and caboodle.
do I have to hit it right on the head?
No, you
or-
just gotta-
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm not. Hey, look. We're good.
Okay.
I'm making the bet.
Dave Grohl.
Motherfucker.
Dave Grohl. Would you like me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead. God damn it.
Dave Grohl's 57 years old.
I'm going to say 56, but I'm probably fucking wrong.
Oh, Luke. Oh, Luke.
What was it?
Dave Grohl will only be 54.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was 57.
Not only did I
no,
not
no
beat you,
point.
you
but-
lost on your own. You
Oh.
piece of shit. I have more than his man. You know what? Guess what? I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
You don't get this fucking spot back until you beat me in this game.
I don't want to be in this spot all the time.
Come on, do it. Sack up. Until you beat me in this game again, I get this spot.
All right, I'll go with that.
Fucking
I'll go with that.
smooth. Oh, no, we gotta do the. Oh, yeah. All right.
Mega Powers included.
Yeah, they did. All right. Fuck you. Woo! Sorry about that. Hey, look. Bullshit.
Hey, there, you know that is, right?
It's Conan O'Brien.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Alright, there's no real rhyme or reason, anything, just some random shit I happen to come across.
Alright.
I have a feeling already I'm going to hate you.
You realize now
Oh,
that I'm
you-
sitting
you
here, he
will.
has a buffer for you to be able to get to
You
answer.
All
will.
right. All right, goddamn
Hey,
it.
yeah, that's why Luke's sitting.
That's why.
What's up first, Big John? Just some random facts here.
What's that say?
Caleb, go ahead.
Monkeys with smaller testicles scream louder to compensate.
Some people do too.
They're small, but I can swim.
We should arm wrestle to determine it. Maybe next week.
Well,
If I don't beat him, which I will.
What's next, Big John?
two guys used their dead friend's ashes as fishing bait and caught the world's biggest carp.
I hope
that's
Did
true.
you guys do this?
Oh no, I'm not using his ashes.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, I totally believe it.
All right.
Whether or not it is true, I don't know, but I believe it.
First one of us dies. We're using, okay, when I die.
Horrible.
I give you full permission to use my ashes. To
We
catch
can't
fish.
use your ashes, though, because it'll cause, like, all kinds of poisoning to the water.
Hey, look, it's not my fault they can't handle
Well,
their
but
booze.
here's the deal, though. With
Those
that.
fish would be unedible.
If you were to pass and the funeral was on Sunday, do we have permission right now in front of the world to shoot a podcast right next to your casket?
If you don't shoot, I will. I'm putting it in fucking writing. When
You better podcast like you
I'm
podcast
dead, in parentheses, 6 to 8 months,
minimum.
podcast at my funeral.
Which is basically a dead man's way of saying party at my crib, bro.
You fucks.
No, I don't doubt that for a moment.
Yeah, I'm down.
Let's see, I got a few more
I
things.
wonder how the ashes would stay on the hook. You'd have to compress them, but it's possible.
few more
Excuse
things
me.
here. Let's see.
Sorry. China may be using sea to hide its submarines.
Okay, first
For
off,
fuck's sakes.
when did
Sorry.
they allow people with no grammar to write headlines? Because using C makes no sense. Using the sea to hide.
Where
Sorry,
the
I'm
fuck
grammar
else are
now.
they supposed to put them?
Yeah, where would you hide them? Why would you hide them? And why are you using the sea to hide them?
Where's the submarine? Fucking over there, man.
Well, it's sitting on the third floor, like you asked.
Yeah.
I said the sea floor.
Other news: United States flies planes in the sky.
I said the sea floor. Yeah. A, B, C.
And just so everybody's clear, I have no idea when these came out, when they were posted. It's just random shit that I have to come across.
Yeah.
Whether they're even true or not, I don't know. But they're making us laugh.
That one looks pretty true.
They make us laugh, and so they're making you laugh now.
Hiding submarines.
Good lord.
Says in the little writing off the coast of Polynesia and something in the words underneath.
Right.
All right.
What's next, Big John?
Hit us with the best shot. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, how dare you!
I know it's not Easter yet, but I couldn't help but have to
You couldn't help that? Yeah.
to include this today.
First off, it sounds like he's bragging. I stuck 9
Caleb.
cream eggs at my bum.
Caleb, you know
Caleb could
you know it's
fit
your
at
job to read
least
them.
10.
You know it's your job to read these.
You know, we were looking to break a world record, Caleb. I think you'd get 10 of them. Seriously, dude. So these are world
I
records.
stuck 9 cream eggs up my butt.
But what you really need to understand is where are the chocolate bunnies?
My only curiosity is, did he have to stop at 9, or was that just an arbitrary goal?
Well, here's the deal.
Like, did he hit 8 and think, I got room
Well,
for
look at
one
his
more?
face. Look at his
Or
face.
did he get 10 and be like, nope, that's a little too uncomfortable?
So he ate the other one. Look at his face.
Yeah. Actually, so really weird thing. This
Well, hold
was
on.
a
Did they break, or did he just cram them together and then all
This
up at
guy,
once?
if I'm not mistaken,
That's a good
I
question.
genuinely, I believe this guy was attempting to set a world record doing this because his wife also participated in sticking something up her vagina. They were on the Howard Stern show like 2 years ago talking about this.
Okay.
So I'm fairly certain that yes, it was a world record. Luke.
You're looking at me. No, I'm good. We're still good.
Let's see. I think I got a few more things here. What else is on here, John?
All right, that's fucking cruel. But
That's fucking crazy.
teen burglar kills goldfish because he didn't want to leave any witnesses, cops say.
He's been watching way too many episodes of The Umbrella.
What the fuck? You're walking out with the TV, you hear bloop, and thought, who said that?
Klaus! It's fucking
You
Klaus!
son of a bitch! Leave no one alive. How did he kill it? Did he give it to the cat?
He swallow it?
Well, now we have to know.
It's important. We need to
Stay
follow
next week. We're going to
Stat.
follow up.
Follow
Find
up.
out how
Stat.
he killed this innocent goldfish who was going to just spill all the
So
details.
why the hell did he take a close-up picture of it first?
Remember my face.
It's like, hold on, no one will believe me. All right.
So stupid.
I want to see the other half of
I
the picture.
fucking hate. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Hey, do you think that he was the teen burglar and the guy that stuck the cream eggs up his ass the same person?
I certainly hope
Maybe
not.
he tried with the fish first.
Murder cases have gotten solved from birds before, by the way. That we know. But fish don't mimic the sound that a human makes. Fish don't even make sounds.
Well,
That's about it. They're just swimming around, living their best life.
well, like I said, that's pretty
right.
that's pretty fucking serial killer-ish if you're gonna take a picture of the fish before you off it. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Well,
What's
here's
next?
something else to rock you to sleep tonight.
I wish you wouldn't say it like that.
Just dream about this. Caleb, read that out loud.
Spider rain is a real and naturally occurring phenomenon.
Now look at that. It's just rain.
So
and
that happens
spiders.
a lot in New Zealand and Australia specifically. They will build their webs up from the ground up and nest in the tree line, so they will literally be in the sky.
Yeah, things that we did
also,
in spiders, rain and
Another
spiders.
reason why nobody should fucking live in Australia! Because everything there, including the spiders, flies and wants to kill you.
Not to mention,
no,
like 9 out of the 10 most deadly snakes in the fucking world.
Yeah. And a
Australia.
giant marsupial that can drop kick you in the chest.
Yeah,
well,
but
here's the deal, though.
interesting enough, though, kangaroos can't walk backwards.
Can't jump backwards, so if you're ever attacked by a kangaroo, get behind it. That is a fact.
In
Snapple
what
fact.
universe am I going to go to Australia specifically to be attacked by a kangaroo? Okay, never mind. I know myself.
Depends on how much you have to drink that night.
That's exactly. Thank you very much. Yep. That's
Speaking of knowing you,
Oh God.
I have one last slide on here that actually
boy.
I owe a big thank you to Big Bad John
Oh no.
for this.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
It rocked them all off into the void, man.
Shot him off right out and down his face.
Them dinosaurs didn't stand a chance.
That's why there's no dinosaurs anymore. All of the fossils that we claim to have dug up, they were planted. And
Max is crying over here.
No, but seriously, that's what they think. They're all those bones are fake, and they were planted, and then they brought in the media to record it to make you think they're digging up dinosaurs. But in fact, they all got launched off the Earth. Into
So what
space.
you're saying is that they're all on Mars right
You.
I had nothing to do with this. It's Big Bad John to help me find this one.
And you. And you too.
What'd I do?
You know what you did. You know what?
Just remember on your ride home, so be nice.
All right, you. Goddamn, the Earth is round. It's round. It's
Well, it is round.
Hey, this is America. We're free to believe whatever we want to believe.
Believe that, you prick. Are we done yet?
I believe that is all we have.
Thank God.
Yes, that is it. That is it.
All right, well, thanks everybody for tuning into this fucking macabre. This episode was a lot of fun. I guess. You know what? We haven't really had a whole lot of chatter going on. Do we want to? We had a question actually posed to us by my dad that I'd like to answer. He posted on the website last night.
All right.
It's what our favorite Hell in a Cell match was. Mutually, we talked about that. So why don't we make that our question before we go out?
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and answer. My absolute favorite Hell in a Cell match was the 2005 Vengeance between Dave Bautista and Triple H.
For the world title?
For the world title, it closed their series. They wrestled. Batista took the belts at Mania, then defended it successfully at Backlash. Then Triple H was off TV for a little while.
Yeah.
And Batista kind of had a little thing, I want to say with like Angle or Jericho or somebody. And then Triple H returned a couple of weeks before Vengeance, attacked Batista with a sledgehammer, challenged him to Hell in a Cell, and that's where they ended their story.
Yeah.
An honorable mention, obviously, is always going to go to Undertaker and Triple H at WrestleMania 29.
Yeah.
But because that was such a special occasion,
Yeah.
like that's not what I would consider just a real regular Hell in a Cell match. You
Well, shit. That is a good question. I
Well,
think
shit.
my honorable mention would have to go to Michaels and Taker, the first one.
Yeah.
But honestly, I like the first ever tag team Hell in a Cell, which was
New Days and Usos.
New Day and the Usos.
New
They
Days. I don't know why.
beat the tar out of
Yes,
each
they
other
did.
in that match. It's tag team wrestling personified, with very little weapon use for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Those of you not aware, a Hell in a Cell match is you guys should do an Omegle stream. Oh no.
Oh no, we don't do.
Oh no, we don't do Omegle.
What's that?
Never
mind. I don't want to know.
We'll talk afterwards.
It's basically okay. Back in the early 2000s, are you familiar with chat roulette? Okay, it's an anonymous chat site where you cycle through webcam conversations with other people.
It's basically like speed dating.
But it's just 90% of dudes cranking it.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's basically TikTok before TikTok.
But it's just dudes cranking it the whole time.
Not always.
Normally. Luke and I used to get drunk and go on there, and then when they would pop up, we'd just start screaming at the top of our lungs until they changed the fucking thing. It was fantastic.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Jesus is watching you! You sick fuck! Except for that one guy who like never changed it.
No, he was just... Here's the deal. He had a rough day at work. He had sat down and decided he was going to masturbate like Louis C.K. to whoever the hell he wanted to. And then when we were like, oh, you should be ashamed of yourself, he's like, yeah, I said it again. Lips and shit. It was weird. It was
But
weird.
yeah, do not recommend Omegle. Don't do that to yourself. Anyway, so that is going to close us up here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Keep it in the week.
I would prefer not. Be sure to check us out over at Facebook at facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown. Follow us on Twitter at Pro Wrestling TD. Send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. Follow us on TikTok at Pro Wrestling Throwdown1. You can check us out at streamlabs.com/Pro Wrestling Throwdown, where you can
Merch
access the
store.
merch store.
Merch store.
Be sure if you go to Facebook, shut the fuck up, Max. If you go to Facebook, check out the Pro
Merch
Wrestling
store.
Throwdown group. Also,
Yes.
we are going to be doing our
There's a
next
link to
live
the merch
watch
store.
along. Shut up! Our next live watch along is going to be in 2 weeks, where we do the Royal Rumble the following Sunday.
Yes.
So we did that last year.
Yes.
The actual event will take place on Saturday night, but we're going to live watch it with y'all on Sunday at our normal time at 7:15. So we'll be promoting that for the next couple of weeks too. But as always, thank you for your support. Thank you for your purchases. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for helping us grow the show. We've had such a great time. 3 shows this week, over fucking 12 hours of content rolling out in 1 week. Which
Send it
is
to your
huge for us.
friends. Like, subscribe, comment.
And that
This
is
a merch store.
all from us. So, from us
Merch.
to you.
Merch.
Keep it at the merch store.
Merch store.
We
might
don't
get
we don't know.
shut
We don't know.
We're getting
this.
sued by Lucas.
First off, if Yoda calls me and is like, fucked up, you did. I'm done.
Don't worry, hand me the phone. I speak his language.
For fuck's sake.
All right.
You're
Fucking adorable with my big floppy ears.
Yeah, you are. You have a whole bunch of
I'm
floppy
just gonna
ears.
behave,
I
I'm just
heard
gonna
what he
behave
said.
myself. All right. From us to you, as always.
keep it at the
Remember to
merch
keep
store.
it floppy.